Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
Yeah, the first one you mean, cause
Yeah.
I knew for a little
It's
bit
gonna
she
be
was
one
getting into foul trouble, and I thought
now,
that she wasn't starting, like, that's
10,
more of like
and then
a,
right before the game.
to try and
I'm gonna be
see.
caffeinated.
Okay. By the audience, I mean.
For your personal.
Yeah. I gotta hit the bank.
Jen, do you want this?
Yes.
So you can look at the front.
So I'm not colored.
We never get to go at the same time. This is pretty exciting.
Never. I don't think I've ever done one. I think, no, might have been one my freshman year.
All right, everybody, we have head coach Amanda Levens and Kennedy Lee, and we're now open for questions.
Okay. Coach, can you just give us your initial thoughts on tonight?
I thought Bushnell, they're much improved from when we played them a couple of years ago, and I thought they really came after us and played super hungry. And I appreciated a game like that because our team really had to respond in certain situations. And I thought we did a lot of things better than we did 2 days ago. A lot of the things we were focusing on in practice yesterday, I saw transition to the game today. So I was really proud of our team for, being able to take that coaching feedback and be able to implement it in such a quick turnaround.
Were you surprised in any way that Bushnell was able to stay in the game for as long as they did?
No, honestly, not at all. I think there's so much parity in women's basketball, and I think they're well coached. And like I said, I thought they were extremely hungry. And they just played Boise State, last week. And so I think they had a little bit of experience of playing someone in our conference. And, I think they probably took away a lot of great lessons from that game and were, more improved coming into our game a week later.
How important was it being able to establish a presence in the paint given your size advantage?
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge goal going in. They have a great post player on their team that they wanted to establish as well. And so we definitely wanted to, make her play both ends. And I thought we did that. I thought Kennedy had a great game for us. And unfortunately, we were without Kendra, and Amelia was a little bit limited. So as much as we wanted to go in there, our firepower wasn't exactly where we would have hoped it would have been today.
Yeah, you mentioned Kendra, she wasn't out there, and Kaylee Borden as well. Could you give us an update on that?
Yeah, so Kendra hurt her hand in the Oregon game, so her timeline is kind of to be determined. She's going to see a hand specialist in the next few days, and we should have a better timeline on that. And Kiki right now is just, dealing with some stuff that she'll hopefully be back from soon.
And then Amelia, you mentioned, I guess after the Oregon game, she's been dealing with an injury. Was that causing?
Yes, it's just her knee. It's kind of a nagging thing that we're going to have to manage, and so we're hopeful that that'll continue to get better. It just kind of comes and goes with the territory of what she's dealing with her knee. Some days it feels great, some days it doesn't feel as great, and so obviously with the quick turnaround, I think that was kind of tough.
Could you just talk about Kennedy's play tonight a little bit more and just how she was able to establish good shots out there?
Yeah, I thought she played great post defense until she lunged at the very end and gave up a layup. But up until then, I thought her post defense was fantastic. I thought she finished well around the rim and just gave us that interior presence that we were hoping to have in this game. I really am challenging her just to improve the defensive rebounding because she did a great job offensively rebounding with 4, but I think she's capable of those numbers going up on the defensive end as well.
And to have Tori Davis to be able to go back and forth her and Dymo to have some depth at point guard, I guess how important is that?
It's huge, and they're so different when they come in the game. They give us different looks, and we were able to play them together a little bit, and I like that combination as well when they're together on the floor. So, I think everyone on our team is super confident in Tori. She's one of our, best scorers and best shooters, and I thought she kind of showed that tonight. She hit open shots for us.
Coach, you guys had 22 points total off of turnovers and held them under 20 points in that first half. I guess just talk about the defense a little bit, how you felt about their performance.
Yeah, I thought our defensive intensity was really solid in the first half. I thought we had some let-ups in the second half that, as a team, we have to learn and grow from that and become more consistent. But I thought we started the game strong and did a great job of disrupting them, especially early.
And you've been around here obviously a while, but I'm sure getting a home opener win still feels good for you. Just kind of talk about just how you're feeling about that, starting 1-0 at home.
Yeah, I told our team after the game, winning is hard. I don't care who you play. There's very few teams that win most of the time at this level, and to enjoy it because everyone is super hard to get, and they work so hard. We have been practicing since June for this opportunity today, and we get, I think, 17 home games this year. So I want them to enjoy it. We'll come back, and learn and grow from the film, but tonight it's about, just feeling this celebration of doing something that we've been working to do for so many months.
And then obviously you played Oregon, which was the power school, and then next week you'll be playing another one in Colorado. Just talk about, especially now after getting a first win, just how you the team mindset-wise gets into that one.
Yeah, the game against Colorado is, I think, extremely exciting to be able to play in Tahoe. It's going to be their first college basketball game up there, and to be a part of that, I think these guys down the road will be like, wow, that was really cool. You know, for now they're like, okay, we're going to Tahoe to play a basketball game, but those kind of memories and doing things like that, I think are just impactful in the long term. But Colorado's coming off, I think, back-to-back Sweet 16 seasons. They're well coached. They have a good team. They have a lot of great transfers they've brought in, and so it'll be a great challenge for us to play up there.
All right, Coach. Can you talk about how the locker room was like during halftime and going into the second half in a lead and not letting that lead get to their heads?
Yeah. You want her to talk about it? They go in and meet first, so she can talk about that. Yeah.
So pretty much for every game going into half, we do a good and a bad column, and so we discuss what we feel like we're being successful in and then areas that we need to improve on. And so again, knowing that we were up and that we didn't want to give up our lead, kind of just honing in on what we, again, were having success in, and those that we knew Coach was going to tell us that we needed to really, like, focus on in regards to turnovers and then fouling, which I feel like we still could have improved on in the second half, but, you know.
Got two questions. One first for Coach. Audrey Roden was a big part of your team last year, but now it seems like she's basically playing the 6, 7, 8th man on the roster now. Can you just take me through like how the roster has changed and like where her, how she's also processed and what went into that decision?
Yeah, I think Audrey is such a high energy player, and sometimes that energy can be a little bit detrimental. And I think she's shown, because she's not always been a starter, even last year for us. Early last season, she was getting in foul trouble early and taking herself out of the first half. And I think for her, being able to watch a few possessions and then kind of feel the flow of the game and then go in and give us a huge lift off the bench, I think we're in a unique opportunity to have enough depth that we can do something like that with Audrey. I foresee her. She's going to play the same amount of minutes people are used to seeing because she just brings so much to our team. And she wants to win. She doesn't care when she goes in the game. She's not hung up on starting, and I really appreciate that about her, is that she is committed to, how do I help the team? You want me to come off the bench? I'll come off the bench.
And then for both of you, I know it's only 2 games into the season right now, but overall outlook, how do you think the team's going to fare for the rest of non-conference into conference play, looking at an early
Yeah,
now?
I'm super process oriented, and every game I want to improve, and I hope that when we go play in Tahoe, our team has improved over those few days because we've learned things from this game. We're super prepared to play Colorado, and I want to be competitive, and have a chance to win every game, That's my goal, and I think if we do that and we put ourselves in position to win every game, then that's success for me in the preseason. And for these guys to grow individually and get comfortable, we're running a new system offensively, and that's new to everybody, including all of our seniors. Lexi's been running another system for 4 years, and so I appreciate their willingness to buy in and to just get behind what we're trying to do and learn and grow, and I think we're a lot better today than we were 2 days ago running it, and I'm hopeful that we can continue with that.
I think we can be a problem. Like Coach can say, we have depth a lot more than we had since I've been here. I feel like, again, as she said, we have a new system, so once we have that down pat, we start playing to each other's strengths. I know we can be a problem. I know that we're going to win games and we're going to have a successful season.
And Kennedy, for you, Coach talked about your performance a little bit, but just for you personally, to be the leading scorer tonight, just how did it feel for you personally to put on the performance you did and help your team win?
It felt good, but I also know what is expected of me from my coaches and as my teammates as well. And so just taking this as a learning experience as well as knowing that I just need to be consistent and play like this every game.
Coach, you mentioned a new system this year offensively. I guess could you just touch on that a little bit and why you felt like, to make that switch?
Can't give away our scouting report, Shannon.
Fair, but
So
in the
so
overview, I guess.
one of the things now with the net that they evaluate you on, it's not just wins and losses. They look at your efficiency offensively and defensively, and I think consistently we've been pretty good defensively, and we just really wanted to grow offensively and be able to score better and be more efficient, because if we could control anything in the net rankings with that, we wanted to impact that in a positive way. And so we looked at our team, we looked at what other people were doing, and we took certain things away from different programs that we've been trying to implement here for our team. And I think it'll be really great for us when we really play the principles and hunt the right shots. We get great looks, and we got some great looks tonight. We're not going to make every one, but that's the goal, right? Is every possession that we're getting a shot for somebody that they've practiced, they know is coming, they're on balance, and we give them an on-time, on-target pass. And I just feel like we'll continue to get better at it throughout the course of the season, just because it's new for everybody.
I know you mentioned before the season had started how you wanted to challenge your girls, opening up at Oregon, then you faced Colorado, but you can make the schedule only so much. Is it tough going from, that caliber of opponent to come home tonight and playing a lower division opponent, then going back to facing a tough opponent?
To be honest, the intensity to me felt the same. I don't know, like both teams are just going at it, right? And maybe Oregon's players are a little bit taller or maybe more athletic even than us at certain positions. But how early we are in the season, when everybody is writing their story of the season, everybody believes they can have a great season right now, right? And so you're getting each other's best shot and just going at it and figuring out like who's really going to be a good team this year. So to me, even though Bushnell's not Division I, I felt like the intensity was so similar to Oregon. Yeah. Good? No? All right. Thank you, guys.